Welcome back, everybody, to TV Sports 27 Arena Football. Continuing on our fourth season, our first coaching the Grand Rapids Rampage. And we are off to a 2-0 start, just like the LA Avengers, also sitting at 2-0. We got a loaded, jam-packed house in the chat today. We got Parker, the Hurricane Thomas, one of our Patreon supporters. We also got Dan the Legend, another Patreon supporter. SK Money, big supporter of TV Sports 27. And we got yes, that's right, 2-0, much better than 0-2. We got a couple of 2-0 teams about to go at it in the Rampage and the Avengers. We're going to see what happens in this one. The Grand Rapids Rampage in the middle of a 3-game homestand. And you know what? I don't know. I never know what's better in arena football. I'm going to say receive. In the outdoor game, I usually like to kick it off, let the defense set the tone. But I feel like in the indoor game, if you get the ball first, you're always going to be one step ahead. Like, you don't want to play catch-up, right? If you're on defense first, you're always playing catch-up. That one, I think, hit the iron. Oh, my God. It's going to take one of those strange bounces. That's what I was telling SK Money about. If that hits the iron, oh, you guys are making me blush out there. If that hits the iron, that football is going to take a weird and goofy bounce. So here you go. The only playoff game I've ever been to for any sporting event, I saw the Chicago Rush and the LA Avengers play at Allstate Arena. So that's kind of a fun factoid. I've been to college bowl games, if you don't, consider them. We got a little pass interference out there. If you don't consider that playoff games, but that is the only postseason game I've ever attended as a fan for baseball, hockey, anything like that.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
I tried to look for my Shane Stafford jersey the other day. I was going to send SK Money a picture. I don't know where it is, so it either got lost when I moved back to Florida or it's somewhere where I don't know where it is. But I sent him some pictures of me at the game wearing the jersey as proof. So there you go. Oh, Stafford looking for the grocery store, and it's incomplete. Nice defense for the LA Avengers. I went to a minor arena football game, Northern Kentucky River Monsters. Yes, I remember that. Jared Lorenzen, that's a famous picture. If you type that in, you can see that picture. Yeah, it's a shame that it never worked out for him in the NFL, and obviously a sad end to the end of his life. But yeah, I saw that. He was pretty good, right, in arena? He did his thing. That's crazy you got to see that in person. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen that picture. Those cool uniforms, too, like the scales that they had on the jersey. I know exactly what you're talking about. LA Avengers looking good here. Stafford just throws that one into the turf for an incomplete pass. What do we got here? Trying to find a good. Oh, I like this one. Maybe a little corner of the wall, since we got some extra room. I'm sad the Tampa Bay Storm aren't coming back to arena football, but maybe I can get SK Money. We can get them to go to an Orlando Predators game. Corner of the end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Rampage!
Damian Grosh. Check in, check out the grocery store, self-checkout. Damian Grosh. And that's why you take the ball first, or at least my theory, in arena football. Because now it's the LA Avengers that are going to be playing catch-up the whole time. Well, the Arizona Rattlers, they never went away. They're in the indoor football league. They've been playing. They never stopped playing, even though arena football went away. Arizona's still been going every single year since then, just like the Jacksonville Sharks and the Iowa Barnstormers as well. A lot of the old arena football teams are over in the IFL. So Arizona, I don't know. I don't think they're going to come back to arena football unless this league really seems like it's going to be stable and take off. Arizona's in a really good spot in the indoor football league. Wide open is Porter. Holy smokes, touchdown. Avengers. So Damian Porter with the reception from Michael Bishop. The Daytona Crabs. I think that's your high school. Did your high school have an arena football team? I give the Arizona Rattlers a better. Arizona Rattlers have been the best team in Arizona for decades now. Better than the Cardinals, better than the Coyotes, better than the Diamondbacks. Like, I know they just went to the World Series this year, but of like all the Arizona teams, even the Suns, like the Suns just now started getting good again. But as far as like consistently being good and going to championship games, the Arizona Rattlers far and away have been the top team in Arizona for a long time. No offense to the Diamondbacks, but they had their run this year. But my God, between 2001 and now, like, what have they done? I'm coaching the Arizona Rattlers on MLB The Show, and I have not played that in quite some time. Stafford, touchdown! Shane Stafford right on the money to Willis Marshall. At some point, there was a couple times I was going to get back into playing the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise on MLB The Show, and then SK Money came in with a request to see something else, so we put it to the side. But I'm eventually going to get back to the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise on MLB The Show at some point, as well as Tom Brady baseball. Those are going to be coming back. But again, that's all the more reason I don't buy the brand new game every single year, because there's just not time to do multiple seasons before they come out with their yearly release. So we're still out there rocking and rolling with MLB 20, The Show, which I know is several versions old, but we're playing these other games right now. So at some point, I got an idea of how to get through Season 3 of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then we'll see Season 4, Season 5, what ends up happening there. But I got kind of an idea, and I'm interested to see Retro Bowl and Retro Bowl. Are those pretty fun? I've heard of those. I really want to try out Legends Bowl one day. I'm waiting for the price to go down a little bit, you know, on the Nintendo Switch eShop, but looks like a really fun game. Bishop, so we got to watch out. Oh, it's a fumble! Fleming forces the fumble. It's going to be recovered by Chris Angel. I was about to say, you got to watch out because Michael Bishop, that's an element that we haven't had going up against a scrambling quarterback. Pretty cool. I'll have to check those out again. I'll maybe go on YouTube and see what that's all about. But I've heard a lot of people having fun with those games for sure. Can you get it on the Switch? Is it a Switch game or is it only on the computer? Shane Stafford. Can he take advantage of the stop by the Grand Rapids Rampage defense? That first pass just sails it right over the wall out of the end zone there. 14-7 Grand Rapids Rampage with the lead over the LA Avengers. Stafford, touchdown. Willis Marshall again coming through. Talking to the Rampage gods up there. Nice. Okay, I'll have to check that out then. I'll have to peek and see what the price is on the Switch. I haven't even looked at the Switch eShop in a while because I'm still playing Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Mario Wonder all at once. All those games. So Breath of the Wild, I just want to get a lot of the side missions done. And then Tears of the Kingdom, we played that a little bit earlier this week. And Super Mario Wonder as well. Yeah, Legends Bowl, I know it's been out for a little while now. That game does look like a lot of fun. But I just have not had the time because, like I said, I'm working through, especially on the Switch, GTA 6. I've never played a GTA game in my life. So I had someone message me when, like, some trailer came out. Like, oh, you believe that? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know, I guess they based it all off of Florida, which is fun. But no, I've never played a GTA game ever in my life. We'll see. Maybe if there's a request for it, we can play it on the channel. But I got to finish Super Mario Wonder first. Bishop. Hooks up with Damian Porter. I know the Legends Bowl main dev, King Javo. He's the main guy who went to the Sim League. Yeah, that mod's pretty cool with All-Pro Football. I was playing All-Pro Football for a long time, doing our like Legends seasons. We were doing it on there. In fact, you can see the All-Pro Football last season that we did, season 5 of our Legends Football League, up on our YouTube page, and you can see the stat books for all 5 seasons of our Legends Football League on All-Pro Football on our Patreon page. I know Parker is a member of our Patreon page, so do check that out, and we'll hit some plugs for just a moment here while we're talking about that. But if you want to check out those stat books, they are up on our Patreon page all 5 years. And of course, that led up to the RXFL, which we moved over to Madden 20 because I found a really, really awesome Legends roster. So we kind of had to play around. Like, obviously, there's not create a team in Madden, which is very disappointing, but we were kind of able to get some unique teams by doing relocation. And just because that Legends roster that somebody made with accurate uniforms and helmets and everything was so cool, we were able to do a season of that, the RXFL, which season 1 is in the books, and you guys can check out all of those episodes on YouTube. They are up right now on our YouTube page. Season 2, once we get done with NFL 2K5, which is going to be coming to a close shortly. Oh, Michael Bishop walks it in. Touchdown. Yeah, King Javo does some awesome stuff. All of those guys, between College Football Revamped and King Javo, all those guys that do all that cool stuff, like, they put, you know, no disrespect to the fine folks that work at EA or 2K, but those guys put the folks that work at those big companies to shame with what they do, to be quite honest. The team at College Football Revamped, what they do is insane. It's just, like, crazy what those guys do. Oh, that hit off the iron again, but Grosh was able to bring it in. Grosh had that kick return in week 1 against the Columbus Destroyer. So you're seeing a tighter contest here. Not quite the blowout that we had against the Tampa Bay Storm. 21-14 for the Grand Rapids Rampage here. I think everyone jumped a little early. Grosh trying to turn the corner. Going to get tackled by Bryce Jordan. But yes, as we were saying, Season 2 of the Legends Football League is coming back. The RXFL Relocation Football Legends. That's going to be coming up shortly. And you're going to get, because our good buddy Parker is touchdown, Grosh. Parker, the Hurricane Thomas, is a Patreon member, so he's going to be getting the Thursday night football games. All the Thursday night games. Last season it was Sunday night. This season, all the Thursday night games in the RXFL schedule are going to be exclusively uploaded to our Patreon page. So if you see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now, if you want to check out that bonus content, that's going to be coming up when we kick off season number 2 of the RXFL. See if Lamar Jackson and the Toronto Huskies can defend their title. It's going to be a good second season. It's going to be awesome. Season 1 was exciting. Season 2 would be even better. We added WWE wrestlers into the mix, which I know is kind of weird, but we just wanted to throw in a random draft class. I don't even know how many of them you'll get to see play, because the legends in this game are so stacked, but I didn't know any other idea. Oh, it's a fumble! Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. I hate that. The wall should be in bounds, they call it. But look at this. They are backed up. Chris Ryan, number 36, and Michael Bishop are backed up. Bishop. Oh, my God, that's a dangerous one. He just screen passed that one out to Damian Porter. No sports for me tonight, X Factor. Way too tired. Wow, you just called him out. Called out the X Factor. He's done. Well, I think this will be the final game, because this will... Oh, almost intercepted. We're going to stream. We got 2 games, so it'll probably be about an hour and a half that we'll do tonight. And then I got to go about the rest of the day. I was spending a lot of the day today filming the content for our big Stadium Stampede match that's coming up at the end of the Armageddon pay-per-view of WWE 2K22 between Retribution and the Judgment Day. So I already spent like about an hour or so doing some of that. I got some more to film. There's going to be a lot of editing that's going to be done for Stadium Stampede to cut that up and get that going. So got some more to film. So that's why I did about an hour of that. And then SK Money hit me with the DM and said, you got to get on and stream tonight. It's Tuesday. And he said, I want to see arena football. So here we are. He's too tired. No OT for him. Fleming. Touchdown. And the Rampage starting to pull away against the Avengers. Holy smokes, this might be better than our Georgia Force team that we had way back in Season 1. Still early on, but Grand Rapids, they are tearing it up. Hopefully we have no overtime. We had overtime in Week 1 against the Columbus Destroyers. At some point later this week, I think we'll try to finish off NFL 2K5. We only got 2 games left in our ESPN NFL 2K5 with JP Lossman, so be on the lookout for that. I thought yesterday we were going to finish that, but then the request came in from Chaotix that he wanted to see some WWE, and then SK Money hit us with the arena football today. Yeah, it's up on the Georgia Force. 2.5 seasons worth is up on our Patreon page, so you can check out some of those classic episodes from our old YouTube channel. They're up right there. Matt Nagy, man. Matt Nagy was our quarterback. He's on the thumbnail, too, and obviously he had a not-so-successful run with the Chicago Bears. Darren Shivarini making that. Oh, no, Fleming. That's going to be a big injury. We'll have to check out that one at halftime. I actually had to look up because I had no idea how to say Shivarini. I was like, how do you say that? And I looked him up, and actually, if you look him up on YouTube, I don't know if he's there right now because I know Coach Prime kind of came in and cleaned house, but there's a whole bunch of videos of Shivarini giving like all these crazy pep talk and hype up on Colorado YouTube. Just type it in, Darren Shivarini, and look at those videos on YouTube. I was like, wow, he's a big hype man. But here, he was in arena football. Michael Bishop on 4th down, and it's dropped. Oh, it's a penalty, and oh, that's on us. An illegal outside rush. Oh my goodness, so the Avengers get bailed out. I always thought the LA Avengers had really cool uniforms. Michael Bishop to Damian Harrell. Wow, that's a name we haven't called all day. Damian Harrell and John Dutton were pretty much like the guys in arena football, right? And Harrell, I think that's his first catch. First time we've called his game. Dang, SK Money going to the parking lot. There's Damian Harrell again. We will wind down. Maybe they'll get this one off. Where's WX Man? I thought Spence was coming too. Is Spence coming to the bounce house? 3rd down, Michael Bishop. And there's our hype man, Shivarini. Shivarati. So we hit to the 1-minute timing rules. Yeah, Michael Thomas, he's been flirting with some dangerous passes in this game. Or Bishop. I say Michael Thomas. Bishop. I have Michael Thomas on the brain. Michael Bishop. Michael Thomas he's a tight end now, but he was a former quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. 54 seconds. The Avengers desperately need this one. They're going to get the ball. And Bishop trying to run it. It's not going to work. It's going to be a quarterback sack. Joe Jacobs bringing down Michael Bishop. And 3rd and 6 for the Avengers. SK Money, what's your favorite arena football team? Nice job. That's Fleming back in the game. Shook off that injury. He must have popped a blue chew or two. And the Avengers are going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for the LA Avengers. Michael Bishop is, no, they're going to say incomplete, but either way, a turnover on downs. Michael Bishop and Adrian Harris shoving out there. We got another blowout. I'm actually surprised, because we had a super competitive, tight game in week 1. I love it. Thank you, guys. Stafford just goes to Grosh. Hits the spin and down to the 20. You guys saw episode 1, the sliders? I don't know on YouTube. You maybe had to catch it on Patreon or Twitch, but sliders are evenly matched for both sides. So it's not like we're right in the middle difficulty, and it's the same sliders for both computer and human. Shane Stafford, oh my goodness, Marshall could not bring that one in. Marshall hoping for another touchdown. We're not even thinking touchdowns, Parker. We're not thinking field goals. We want touchdowns right now. We want to load it up. Oh, I just lost the chat on OBS. Hold on. Oh my God, I clicked on something. Stafford under duress, heaves it up. What a catch by Fleming. Injury, nothing, touchdown. All right, how do we get the view chat? There's the chat. Welcome back to the chat, connecting to the chat. Chat is back, and we got a touchdown. 41-14. I did not expect this. Schmidt puts it through. Man, SK can attest to it. In week 1, it was a shootout. It was back and forth, but coming into this one, just having these 2 big blowout performances, it's pretty rare in arena football. But we have not won a title in our, well, I guess technically if we say season 2, because I don't remember who won the title in season 2, and I don't have any episodes beyond episode 8 that I have saved, and I haven't heard from anyone else that might have them. Yeah, pay me the money. Pay it up. Pay it up in Patreon subscriptions. So the last episode, it had the Force and the Destroyers both at 7-1. Hail Mary off the net. So I just say they split the title, and arena football ran out of money. Maybe we'll do a future game where we just simulate them playing each other and see who would have won that season. But for whatever, for right now, it's a split. But this would be our first official title if we can do it. So there's your Blue Chew halftime show. Second half coming your way, TV Sports 27. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter as well so you know when we're going live. And just like Parker and Dan the Legend and everyone, don't forget to support the channel on Patreon. You got Streamlabs and Ko-Fi as well. Second half coming your way, 42-14. It's another dominating performance here for the LA Avengers. Or for the Rampage. It's a terrible performance for the Avengers. I'm flummoxed. The Avengers are having a terrible performance. It's all about the Rampage.